Was fun. We went on a cruise, in case you guys didn't know. Well, we mentioned that we were going to do a podcast on the cruise, and then we just didn't.
Like right now, we're kind of in full swing of everything.
We are in the full swing of everything.
Got the guys back.
Things.
We had a clip go somewhat not viral. I won't go that far.
It's gone more viral than the rest of our clips.
I mean, yeah. Light the candle.
Here, take it. You got one.
All right. Welcome to the new
setup.
New setup. This is...
We actually built this room. That's why we've been gone for so long.
We've been building a podcast studio. That's exactly what we've been doing. Can you guys see my candle?
I was actually out of... That is a big freaking flame. Oh my god.
Oh, I definitely spiked through a lot of that because I was so close to my camera.
That's okay.
My microphone.
Mine's probably pretty loud too. No, I was out of the country for a little bit. Did you know that?
No.
I went...
Sincerely?
Yeah.
I don't believe this.
Yeah. I went out of the country to source this wood from...
of course I knew that.
From the Amazon.
Obviously. Yeah.
And then the ceiling is actually... The tiles are made from moon rock.
You guys can't see the tiles on the ceiling, but it's...
I went to space.
It's something special.
It is.
Yeah.
It glows in the dark.
If we're being completely honest, we can't film in the locker room anymore because the season started. So now we're filming in a closet in our other...
Yes.
Our other office.
We're upstairs.
We're upstairs at the office, but this honestly, I think I like the setup better because theoretically, these walls are one color, so we could put ourselves anywhere we wanted to.
What do you mean theoretically the walls are one color? They are one color.
But theoretically, we could put ourselves anywhere we wanted to.
And I can show all of you.
Where do you want to go right now?
Huh?
Where do you want to go?
Well, the exact place on the moon where I found the stuff to make the ceiling.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Whoa!
That's crazy.
We are on the moon.
And we can breathe up here.
Everybody listening on Spotify is like, what are they doing? Like, these guys okay?
Let's paint the picture for them.
All right.
We're walking on the moon.
Currently.
Just what are your first words? If you were
We're technically sitting on the moon right now, but...
Yeah, we are. If you were Neil and you had the opportunity to say the first words
Neil
ever
Armstrong?
of any... Yeah. What would you say?
Be like, hello. I'm here. On the moon. And then I'd say something along the lines of like, one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Whoa, where'd you get that from?
I made it up.
That's crazy.
Pretty genius.
You should like write poetry or something. That was really
And then I
poetic.
shout out Celsius, who we want to sponsor our podcast.
I feel like I would like, if I was an astronaut, I'd probably choose Red Bull to sponsor me because they do all that kind of stuff.
That's tough. Celsius is not going to like that comment. But I would also... I would kind of agree.
I think my first words on the
Should we go for Red Bull instead of Celsius? Should we be different than all the other podcasts?
I'm going to be real. I don't like the taste of Red Bull.
Really?
What does it taste like to you?
So
It just tastes like Red Bull.
You just said you wanted Red Bull and then you say you don't like the taste of it?
That was a very...
We do like the taste of Celsius.
That was a very, like, if I was on the moon or doing extreme sports,
fair.
sure, Red Bull, sponsor me, give me wings.
Sure. Are we off the moon yet? Yeah, we're back on Earth right now, right?
Earth.
We're probably already on Earth.
We're already on Earth. So Ian, first topic of discussion, what do you feel?
I think we should apologize for the month that we took off already after episode 3.
We were gonna do a podcast on the cruise.
We were, and the fact that we haven't talked since the cruise is kind of crazy. Like us
we
and
actually
viewers.
haven't spoken 2 words to each other.
No,
since
we haven't.
The cruise.
We haven't even seen each other until this moment.
We've been sitting across the office from each other, and every now and again we may like make eye contact, but
we'll make eye contact and then be like, no, save it for the pod.
Yeah, we haven't really been on speaking terms. Not because we don't like each other. It's just because we have so much to say, and we want to make sure that you guys can hear it too.
We promise from here on out back to weekly uploads. What day should we post on? What's today? Monday?
We did Thursdays before, right?
We back. I think we were doing Tuesdays. Or was it Thursdays?
Maybe Wednesday. I don't know.
I think it was Tuesdays.
It might have been Wednesday.
Pretty sure it's Tuesdays. Should we go back to Tuesdays or should we upload tonight? Nah, let's not upload tonight. Sorry, 6 o'clock. Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, that's
Tuesdays, weekly podcast, 7 p.m. I think is what we did last time.
It was indeed. We never even put our last one on Spotify.
That's my fault. I kept saying I was going to do it, and then I just keep forgetting.
Yeah, well, it's okay. I'm not even signed in, and I'm supposed to be.
By the time you see it now, it's on Spotify if you want to catch up on episode 3. But hopefully you've already seen episode 3. How about we had a clip go somewhat not viral. I won't go that far.
It's gone more viral than the rest of our clips.
I mean, yeah. Like right now we're averaging like 7,000 views per video because of this one 25,000 view video.
That's freaking cool. Which one was it?
It was the sprinting versus running video.
Oh, the skipping.
The
skipping versus running.
Right.
And you know what? There was one person in the comments, and you know what? I'll read it. Let me find it.
Took a lot of time he did some research, I think. He, she, I'm not sure exactly what her name was. They did a lot of research to prove we were wrong, but they said it in a very respectful way, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm not going to blast them or anything like that. I actually have to search our names because I'm not signed into the account.
We need to change. I think whenever we like follow somebody or they follow us, it's like Ian and Caitlin.
Yeah, it is.
We need to change that.
Why?
I mean, we could keep it that way.
It's kind of fun.
We could make it the Hear Me Out podcast followed you. Except we're not following anybody but ourselves right now.
Okay, so was it hoop.angel? That said, full speed sprinting is definitely not faster. However, skipping saves energy and should be used more in marathons and races. Use slower until the 3/4. I don't really know what that means.
She's kind of agreeing with both of us.
She is, yeah. I think it's a she. Hoop angel? I don't want to assume.
Probably. I think that we're still right, though.
Yeah, because sometimes I picture myself in like a zombie apocalypse situation, and I think, what do I want my last moments to look like?
Right.
And do I want to remember my last moments just like running for my life, scared to death, or do I want to enjoy a little bit and skip away from the zombies?
I agree.
I'd rather skip, I think. I just think for me personally, I want my last moments to be filled with joy. If you could choose how you died, how would you die?
That's a great question. I mean, I think it'd be doing something exotic, like climbing Everest, but then like that might be a terrible death.
If it's Everest, it probably is. I've seen the videos.
Either falling off a cliff or...
Well, they use bodies as markers there on the trail,
absurd,
which is crazy, but they can't get them.
So like one of my life goals is to climb Everest.
You still want to do it, huh?
I still do want to do it. I really want to hike to the base camp. Like that, like I definitely want to do that, like without a doubt. And that's still like a week-long trip.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, and theoretically, you're supposed to, I don't know what the word is. You're supposed to hire someone to carry, like a porter, to carry your gear.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, like that's a dream of mine, but it's so expensive. It would cost like thousands of dollars to get over there and do it, and get the permits and everything.
I spend my money on, other things.
Yeah.
I like to spend my money on experiences, but
Everest is one of the best ones.
Is it best? People are up there with oxygen masks and...
True. I mean, it's one of those like things I think that is type 2 fun. It's like it sucks in the moment, but then you experience it and you get back and you're like, man, I'm glad I did that.
I would feel that way. I think I've discovered sit closer to my mic. We're trying this thing, guys, where we don't touch our mics.
Yes. But
I keep spiking or I'm just really quiet.
I think we're going to upgrade mics soon, maybe.
Yeah, we've been talking about it. It just hasn't happened yet. Can you smell my candle over there? Or do you just smell sea salt surf?
I think I just smell mine, but I can't really smell anything right now.
Why? What happened to you?
I don't know. I'm kind of stuffed up. I think I need to sit closer to my mic, too. I don't know. But should we talk about what our lives have looked like the last couple weeks? Like right now, we're kind of in full swing of everything.
We are in the full swing of everything.
Our job's no longer calm and relaxing.
No.
It's
and it won't
back
be
to the grind
for the next 8 months or so.
Which is great. I'm ready for it again.
It's great because we're not at our desks all day, and I felt like that was kind of the vibe before.
Constantly reusing footage and trying to make stuff out of things that we already made stuff out of before. And now it's like
out and about.
Got the guys back.
Things. I'm learning how to film behind the plate. Let's go. I was reviewing all my shots. Some of it's blurry. That's okay because it's a learning experience.
Right. We had our first scrimmage the other day where we kind of just got back into the grind of things.
Mm-hmm. Learning all the guys' names, trying to identify them from the backs of their heads and stuff, which is usually how nobody was wearing numbers. So I've been comparing to TikToks and stuff. Reintroduced myself to quite a few people today.
Good. Reintroduced yourself?
It's gonna stick.
To the new guys?
Well, I've seen them before. I knew their names. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to get there. It's going to be really great.
I have most of the new banana guys' names down, the party animal ones I haven't worked with enough. We shot a music video with all the new bananas, so I think I've got most of them down. Not both their names, just either their first or their last or their nickname. I don't have it all yet.
I'm just bad with I remember what they look like, but in general I'm just bad with, not good with names.
Yeah. But that's
I could never be a teacher. Oh, nightmare job.
Oh, I know.
Not because of the kid. Maybe a little bit because of the kids.
Definitely a little
bit.
But
also, one time I babysat a kid when I was in 7th grade. She was 5. She was way bigger than me. And she was like, I was sitting at a table and I was like, we're going to color together and it's going to be great, whatever. And she, like a little demon, came up from under the table and tried to climb up my body. She was the same size as me. And it was just a bad experience all around. And so I was just like, in that moment, I was like, first of all, I don't want to babysit anymore.
Right.
And then I was just thinking, how do teachers do it? Because me personally, first, I probably wouldn't remember their names. I'd be like, kid in the yellow hoodie or whatever. So, but I guess I couldn't be biased that way.
True.
I wouldn't have that many favorites.
That's fair.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could do it.
It's just not for me.
I would like to teach, like, I feel like it'd be fun to teach, like, a video editing class or something like that for, like, high school kids.
If I was a teacher, I'd be a professor in college, I think.
That would work, too.
We'd just vibe together.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun, like theater classes or something.
Right.
I would either teach, like, theater and acting, or I would teach, like, law.
Those are two very different things.
When you look up...
Do you know law?
I took one upper level class of law. And...
Do you have to have, like, a law degree to teach law? Do you have to have, like, a law degree to teach law?
I would assume so,
I assume so, too. Would you go back to get your law degree to teach law?
Sure. My professor was, he was awesome. He was so cool. He would make, like, these fake cases for us.
Yeah.
And we'd have one a week. And we would solve it.
That's fun.
Or, like, not solve it, but,
That'd
like
be like
defend. And then we would just say, like, this is the reason why this person is in the right, or these are the reasons why they aren't, or whatever.
What's that show? That lawyer show? That's Suits.
Suits.
Do you watch that?
I've seen parts of it. I just never finished.
I only watched, like, 4 or 5 seasons of it, but...
How many seasons are there?
I don't know. A lot, I think.
There are a lot. I think
it's one of those, like, where it has, like, 10 seasons. I don't know, actually.
I like the 2 main characters a lot.
Yeah.
Like law dude and then his little apprentice guy that never really actually, he just took the test for people, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the
He's great.
premise?
I forget his name, though.
I like watching smart characters. I love it. Any show where there's like a smart character, I'm like, oh, photographic memory guy, let's go. And then I'll just like, I'll get into it because of that character. But I just never finished that show because each episode is so long.
It is. They're all an hour, which is absurd. 9 seasons.
Whoa.
12 episodes there. Each.
What made you stop? Are you still watching?
I was on like season 5 out of 9. And I just I stopped watching for 3 weeks because I had no time to watch TV.
Yeah.
And then I just couldn't get back into it because I couldn't remember what happened.
Which is kind
of annoying.
That many seasons you can remember what went down?
I mean, like, I just couldn't remember where I was. And then I was like, I didn't want to learn it again.
Yeah.
Or I started watching something else, and then I remembered that show, and I was like, I just started confusing them. I can't get back into a show if I stop for a month.
No, I can't either. There are so many shows I got so deep into, and I was so close to being done. I'll never finish them. And I know I'm not going to finish them. Yeah. And that's okay. Sometimes it's hard for me to start new shows, and I'll rewatch old ones because I have a hard time adjusting to new characters.
Yeah.
Really hard time. And there's some older shows where I'm just like, man, this is filmed 2000. You can tell it was filmed in 2000. And then I have a hard time with that.
Right.
But like with Parks and Rec, everyone was like, the first season's really slow. You're not going to like it, whatever. So I watched the second season, finished the whole show, and then I watched the first season.
Really?
And I did the exact same thing with The Office.
Did you like that? Did you like the first season after you came back?
Yeah, because I knew the characters.
Fair.
So then I was like, all these like slower introductions are fine with me because now I already like the characters.
Right.
And it was like new content for me.
Right.
And I already knew how it ended. I spoil a lot of things for myself.
That's absurd. Yeah, you've said that before. Where you look up the end of the movie before you watch it or something like that.
I need to know. Like, I need to know what I'm getting
absurd.
into. So I don't mind when I see spoilers. I look forward to them. I'm like, oh, I can't wait for this part to come up in whatever episode. I got to know. I have to. But
That's
like,
absurd.
Can't do that with freaking Percy Jackson because it's one episode a week.
Percy Jackson? I thought that was a movie series.
It's a TV series
Is
on
it?
Disney Plus.
No, that was a movie series first, though.
It was.
Okay.
You're right.
It was a book. I never read the book.
Multiple books. I listened to the audiobook because it was free.
Just the first one? Or did you listen to
It's the
all
only
of them?
one that was free.
Fair enough.
So it's the only one.
You weren't like, I need to know what happens next?
It was like it was on the way back from the cruise, and I was like, I'm too tired to
Really?
keep my eyes open.
Recently?
So I just like shut my eyes and just listened.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
The cruise was fun.
The cruise was fun. We went on a cruise, in case you guys didn't know. Well, we mentioned that we were going to do a podcast on the cruise, and then we just didn't.
So we had planned to shoot it the last night, and then I got viciously sick the last night, and it never happened.
Excuses.
I know. It was the only night I got seasick on the whole trip, and that was the day we were going to film, and I was just hopped up in my bed the whole day. which really was unfortunate. Because we landed that day. We were on, the ground. So it was great.
We were on the land.
We touched the land.
Yeah.
And I felt great.
Yeah.
And then, right before we got back on the boat, I just felt super sick.
That's weird.
And dizzy. And it might have been because I drank a little bit the night before.
We
were having so much fun. There was a glow party the night before. We were all just vibing. We were all dancing on the deck at
I walked through that in my pajamas for a little bit.
Yeah, it was fun. And I might have had a couple too many. But then I woke up the next day feeling great. And we were going to go scuba diving that day.
Snorkeling. Yeah, it got canceled. So many things got canceled there was 3 stops that we were going to make on the cruise. The first stop, really nothing there. You guys scooted around a little bit.
Yeah, we just this island in Freeport, the Bahamas, and it was just a port with nothing.
Was so expensive.
Very desolate.
They had a Harley Davidson store there,
really
which
weird.
Is weird.
Most American thing I've ever seen. But there's this dude with a shack, and he had these scooters. Yeah. So Amelia and I were like, yeah, we're going to go ride. So we just hopped on a scooter for 4 hours and rode around the whole island. And it was desolate. It was just a rundown island for the most part. But then it hit to the part where the tourists were, which was really neat to see. It was desolate, rundown. Buildings were empty. Gas stations were super, desolate.
It's weird because that's the way, because I've been on one other cruise that was in 8th grade. My friend, I got it for free. She was like, hey man, my mom's taking me on this cruise and I can take a friend. Do you want to come? And I was like, absolutely. So we went to Cancun, I remember, in Mexico, and we went into that really touristy area, and where we were there, you just walked right into it. And nice. So they had a bunch of not just the little shacks and stuff that we saw that were more, it was more like a food court kind of area is what we walked into, but this was more structural. You go into a bunch of buildings. There was a weird underground part thingy, if I remember right. But we were we want to do something. We're going to be here for quite a while. We didn't want to go back on the cruise ship because it was an old person cruise. And so there was just old people pools.
Old people cruise.
I was in 8th grade and I was like,
That's kind of how this one was. It felt like an old person cruise. There was definitely there was nothing to do for kids. I mean, no. There was a basketball court.
I need to go on Disney cruises. I need water slides that go over the waters and bag. I need things and activities to do because our rock wall was closed the whole time because of wind.
Which I don't understand why.
I went up there the one day because they were like, oh, it opens. And I was like, sweet. Went up there, closed because of wind.
Why? What are you going to do? Fly off?
That's what I said. I was like,
literally
maybe,
chained in.
Maybe. You swing a little bit.
There's a rope for a reason.
Maybe you swing a little bit. But ultimately, are you going to go anywhere? No. You're tethered to the wall. I feel
I never understood that one.
If you're bouldering and a big gust of wind comes and gets you, maybe you go overboard.
That's crazy. There's just no chance you go overboard. But
it was in the middle of the ship.
It was also there's tons of ground underneath of it. It wasn't like you were gonna fall to the next story.
Yeah, you're just gonna hit the ground a little. It would have been fine. Anyway, we went to Mexico, and my friend's mom was just like, "Oh, I'll get us a taxi," because a little ways down the highway there was another touristy area, and we had never been more. I was kind of vibing. But her mom was a little terrified of the state of the taxi and the road that we went on. It was so sketchy. It was the sketchiest thing. And it was just night and day between the tourist area and then this road that, it was just bad.
Yeah. Which is kind of sketchy if you're in a taxi.
He was speeding down. It was staticky radio stations going back and forth. The whole thing was super, super messy, unkempt. And then the road had no lines on it. And so we're just cruising back and forth like this. We look into the trees. There's a bunch of camps set up. And I was like, that is absolutely insane that it's this kind of area right by this flourishing touristy area.
Homeless people.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I was like, that's so, it's sad because I was just there's so, and I know that a lot of those places, they rely heavily on tourists to come through and
sure.
these cruise ship ports and stuff. But when we got off, all these people were just coming at us with flyers and stuff, and they had this full police barricade with shields and everything that was making a tunnel for us to, it was crazy.
Oh, that's nuts.
It was crazy. I was I didn't expect this from Cancun.
Why would they take you there if they need a police barricade to...
I mean, it wasn't really so much for I don't really think it was so much for safety. I was thinking it was more there's a bunch of hecklers trying to sell us things and they're protecting us through there. But Crazy.
That's
And
wild.
then we got to the beach, and I was like, it's my birthday. And it was my birthday. I wasn't just saying it was my birthday. And he gave me one of the people gave me like a free snorkeling thing.
Nice.
So we snorkeled. There were no fish in the water, but they threw food around us, and the fish gathered.
Oh, so you did see fish.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It felt fake because it
Yeah.
was, but.
That's fair.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
We had the cruise, and then Christmas, which is crazy. It feels like Christmas was years ago.
What was the
a
best
month ago.
thing you got for Christmas this year?
I got some new AirPods because I really needed them.
Nice.
My last one's broke. And then I got an air fryer for my house, which I use every day now.
What do you cook
Great.
in it? What do you use it for?
Chicken nuggets, fries, a lot of the time. And then you can cook anything in it. Like,
Yeah.
You can cook steak in these things.
Melissa has one, and I've used hers, and
Yeah.
it's so much better cooking chicken
So
than that
convenient.
because it's so fast.
It is.
I don't cook.
It's so fast
I
and
don't
it's
cook that
clean.
much.
And if it does get dirty, it's like rinsed off in the sink and then
It's nice.
straight back in.
Yeah, we just throw ours in the dishwasher, like
Yeah.
the spillage rack thingy that'll catch everything.
Yeah, it's so convenient.
Yeah, it's nice. My favorite thing was personally a Lego roller coaster.
Ah,
Space
did you get it
themed.
back?
Huh?
Did you build it there?
Yeah, I built like 90% of it there,
How'd
and
you
then
get it back?
I put it in a Tupperware.
Nice.
Put it in Tupperware, and then I like cushioned it with a blanket so it wouldn't move around a lot. Cause not that I'm a bad driver, but sometimes I stop fast.
Yeah, I feel that.
Every
I
now
stopped
and
so
again.
fast this morning that my backpack went flying out of my back seat and
Been
landed
there.
upside down. And I was like, no, my laptop. But yeah,
Been there. I understand.
I woke up at a good time. I woke up at 8:30 this morning, so I had 30 minutes to get to work. And I was like, this is great. And I laid there in bed for an extra couple minutes watching TikTok.
Yeah.
Then I hopped in the shower, and I was like, oh. And then I got out of the shower, and it was like 8:49.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
8:49.
No, wait. I just need to. It's 8:30,
Yeah.
and you're like, I have time to shower.
Yeah.
How fast do you
recently,
shower?
I've been getting up at 8:30 and showering real fast before work. It's not a healthy habit, but
How do you do that?
I don't know. So we have to be, for context, we have to be at work at 9.
Yeah, and you're like 10 minutes from here?
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Ish.
10 minutes is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I jumped in the shower, and then I got out of the shower, and then I looked at the clock, and it's like 45. I'm like, oh, starting to push it a little bit. Then I realized we had staff chat, and I'm like, oh no. Like, staff chat is our massive, like, team meeting where everybody from the company is waiting in this one big room, and we have one meeting at 9 o'clock on Monday morning. Hit me that it's Monday. I'm like, I can't be late because I don't want to walk into the giant meeting
Absolutely not.
late. Like, you just can't do that. So I, like, throw on a sweatshirt, throw my laptop in my bag, jump in my car, fly here. I'm like, I hit every green light. No idea how.
Amelia said that you got your like freaking like 9 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes, something like that. And
Yeah,
I was
7
like,
minutes.
that is
Yeah,
crazy
7 minutes.
from your
New
house.
record. I'm like, just flying behind people. I hit every green light, which,
No, that's lucky.
thank you. But, like, God was helping me with
Did you
that
go to
one.
church on
But,
Sunday?
Yep.
That's probably why.
Yeah. He rewarded me for going to church on Sunday.
No, because like our morning schedules are so different because I am a chronically late person
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Unless I give myself a lot of cushion time.
What time do you get
So
up?
like pretty early. And it's like not all the time. Like sometimes like my absolute latest that I will roll out of bed is 7:46, I think is my final.
Really?
I have 11.
And you get up after that one?
Yeah. I mean I won't make it if I don't. I have so this morning
How far do you live? You only live like 5 minutes from the stadium. You live closer than I do.
It's 5 minutes. But no, listen. These were my alarms this morning that went off in this order. 6:17, 6:21, 6:24. 6:39, 6:42, 6:51, 6:53, 7:14.
Does it sound like a freaking circus when you snooze all those?
7:25, 7:46, and then final call 8:01. But I didn't make it to 8:01. 7:46.
Do you stop the alarms or do you snooze them?
You know, sometimes I'm just not fully aware of what I'm doing because, like, I'm here.
That's
my phone is
absurd.
way over here, and so there's a tiny button.
Yeah.
That'll like. Actually, I don't even know what it does.
The tiny button stops it. The big button snoozes it because I always hit the snooze.
I alternate. You know.
Do you?
Because
I always hit the side button. Actually.
If I hit snooze, dude, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It scares me.
Yeah.
But I won't. And then sometimes, like, when I'm sitting there eating breakfast, I'll set more alarms to make sure that I finish breakfast on time. So I can.
That's crazy. I'm gonna reset these cameras real quick.
Okay. But yeah, our morning routines are
Very different.
yeah, because I won't make it unless I give myself like 10 minutes for this, 15 minutes for that. I need like alarms because time is a social construct. That's what they say.
It is. It really is.
What's really weird? What if the sun first of all, if the sun didn't exist, life wouldn't exist, but
True.
if it didn't exist and it was just like dark all the time, I don't think I'd ever be able to keep track of, like, I couldn't live in Alaska.
Yeah. That's fair.
Couldn't live there.
See, I could. I think it'd be really neat. Well, I wouldn't want to do it for
forever.
Ever, yeah. I would do
like
it for
to
a summer.
experience it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree. I think it'd be like wild to wake up, or like just be like, hey, it's 2 a.m. I want McDonald's, and you're like, oh, sun's out. Or like, put your sunglasses on.
I like looking at the time lapses where it looks like the sun's just a bouncy ball.
Yeah.
Going over the horizon.
Yeah,
It's so freaking fun.
It's really
cool.
I saw this clip on my TikTok the other day. It was of these two guys that were playing. What's the game where you try to guess the word and you say a number?
How do you play that?
It's just like what's the game we play online?
Wave? Oh,
no.
Sorry, I was gonna say.
Oh, it might be Wavelength.
What is it?
Is that the name of the game?
I don't know.
No, what's the one online? It starts with a C.
Oh, Contexto.
It's Contexto, but like
I was bad at that.
it's just like between you and I, and we have a word, and it's 0 to 100.
Okay.
So Bill and Kyle play it all the time. Kara hates it for some reason, but it's really fun, and the clip that they get from it is usually pretty good.
We could try it.
Let's try it with an easy word. Do you want me to guess it? Yeah, I'll have a word. What do you think of it?
Are you making a word?
Yeah.
Okay.
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 Go.
Do I just say words?
You just say a word, and I'll say 0 to 100 if you're close.
Bird.
85.
Is
Kind
that
of crazy.
Is that good?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get to 100.
Yeah, that was really good. I can't believe that was your first guess.
Feather.
32.
Oh shoot.
Wrong way.
Should I go broad?
If you want to.
Animal.
80.
Lower than I started. Is it a type of bird? I can't ask you that. Is it an eagle? Shoot.
65.
No. Airplane.
12.
I don't understand the game. This is what happened to me last time I played. Okay. What was bird? 85? Is that what you said?
Yeah. We'll put animal at 86.
Animals 86?
Animal 86.
Where would you put dog?
60.
Birds they have hollow no, that doesn't really help us. They're related to dinosaurs. Pterodactyl.
2.
Egg.
Yeah, 70.
Butterfly?
42.
What's something that's like related to a bird and an animal that's like not a bird or chicken? You said this was easy, Ian.
50.
Shoot.
Go more broad.
How broad is broad? I said animal. That's pretty broad. What's broader than that in that category?
It is an animal.
Is it a flying animal? You can't tell me that. I understand. I get it. Like a specific animal?
Maybe.
Falcon.
No.
Put that at 0?
I was not gonna. Yeah, it's not a 0, but no.
Okay.
Same as the eagle.
Man, maybe it's not a flying animal.
It's not a flying animal.
Snake.
70.
Bear.
70.
Monkey.
70.
Pig.
70.
Did I say cat already?
Yeah, 70. I mean, no, I'll give that one an 85.
An animal with like pointy claws, perhaps?
No.
But if it's not a type of bird, you said easy. This is just not. Maybe my brain doesn't work this way. Maybe that's what I'm realizing about myself. Maybe I'm just not.
I think I'm realizing that too.
I used to think that like I'd be a really I used to think that I'd be like a really good detective or something.
Oh.
And then I like played Contexto for the first time in the movie theater.
Yeah, that's tough.
And I was like, maybe
I love Contexto though. That's such a fun game to play.
It is really fun. I can do this. I can do it.
Okay, you can do it. You're getting close. It's an animal, doesn't fly.
Why'd you put birds so high?
Because I didn't expect you to say an animal right off the bat.
Okay.
So maybe I'll drop bird down to like 65. But like
turtle.
It's an animal. 85.
That is very confusing
85.
because you put bird at 85.
Drop bird down to 65.
Lizard.
80.
You count fish as animals?
I do.
Fish are animals.
That is also the word.
We went from the sky to the depths of the sea.
Do you count a fish as why wouldn't a fish be an animal?
Some people have counted it as not an. I don't know. So somebody said that.
I also saw a clip with that. The
Huh?
same dudes that play this game. No, it's not. No, different dudes, different podcast. But they were like, fish are not animals. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Maybe that's where I heard it.
I think it probably is because that's another really funny podcast.
Fish are animals.
Fish are 100%
They're
animals.
absolutely animals.
That's
is
really
crazy.
funny. Okay.
You know what?
Good job.
Sometimes thank you.
You're welcome.
You know what? Sometimes I notice about just like random. I am thinking of one person right now in general, but sometimes somebody will say things, and it's just like there's like this underlying. I've got paint on my finger. There's like this underlying tone or something of their voice, and I'm like, that person sounds like John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. I don't even.
like-
I gotta look up John Mulaney. That's
He's
the
like
big dude, right?
He's a stand-up comedian. He's kind of tall, I guess.
How you spell Mulaney?
Mulaney, maybe. Is that right?
Oh yes, I have seen him before.
So he has a very specific speaking voice.
Who do you think sounds like him? You don't have to say.
Okay, listen. I don't think our new guy Sam is gonna listen to our podcast. But
That's a compliment. He sounds like a
No,
comedian.
it is a compliment, and I've been meaning to tell him, but I didn't know how to break it to him. Like, it's not a bad thing.
Say.
But like, he sounds
Tomorrow
like
in
him.
the office, I'll be like, Sam, Caitlin has something to tell you.
I've been trying to bring it up naturally, and I just couldn't. I invited him to our tennis club, by the way.
Oh, good. Does he play?
Yeah, he said
Good.
he has a racket of his own,
Okay.
which is great
That's all
because
you need.
that's a huge step up compared to most of the members of our group.
That is facts.
That
Which is kind of crazy.
have been leeching off of me.
That's
using-
true.
But to be fair, they're not even good rackets, so really it's to my benefit.
I bought a
not
Walmart
theirs.
one for $15, and I think it's great.
It seems to work pretty well, actually.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Should we play one more round, and you pick a word this time?
Okay.
Okay.
Should I pick a harder word?
If you want, or you can leave it broad.
What would you rather? I'm gonna
Medium.
choose. Okay. Let me think. Okay, I have it.
Okay. Animal.
I'm gonna say I want to say 0.
Okay.
I don't think that's close.
Starting off great. Place.
Should I also, if it's just not, should I just say 0? I'm not good at grading things.
No, you can put a 0 if you
I'll
really
put
care.
0.
That really hurts my feelings.
I'm
But,
sorry.
is it like wow, I'm already lost. Not a place, not an animal. Animal. I already said that. Did I say that already? Is that the one of the 2 words I already said? Let's see. Person.
I was just gonna shake my head at you. 0.
Oh my gosh. It's not a person, animal, or a place. It's obviously a thing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm gonna put thing at
is it in-
I'm gonna say it's like what, 60? Because that's about.
Okay. Is it in this room right now? You can't say that. Is it something you write with?
No.
Is it something you talk into?
This feels like a different game
That's
right
true.
now.
Sorry, I'll give you sorry. Microphone.
No. Oh, let me. I'll put microphone.
I'm forgetting the rules to my own game that I brought up.
We'll do microphone at like a solid 19.
Okay.
Hope I'm not throwing you off.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
Camera.
I just want to say 0 for everything because it's not the answer. And it's not pushing you in the right direction either. But the category is off.
Okay. It's an item.
I mean, obviously, it's a thing.
But
But I think your mind is going in the wrong direction, and I don't know how to steer you the other way.
Electronic.
There are components. Where that's
This is not going well.
If you say electronic for a category thing, no.
Jeez. I'm just in the electronic mind right now. Candle.
You say, I'm in the electronic mind right now. You say candle. Candle, I'm going to put it like a... I don't want to say 0 again, so I'm going to say 1.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. But if it was up to me, I would say 0.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe I should have chosen something different, Ian. I'm not... I'll give you this. It's... I don't want to give you...
Don't give me any hints.
Okay.
Orange. Green.
This item can come in those colors.
Oh, good. Phone.
You already said phone. I'm pretty sure you already said phone.
Dang it. Is it a drink?
No.
Is it... I can't ask you those kind of
This just
questions.
feels like 20 questions
Celsius.
now. No.
It's not something you drink. What am I saying? I don't know.
You're just going to give up.
This game, they make it look so easy on the clips I watch.
I got to
It's
mine.
so hard.
I'm not helping you out very well.
Stuffed animal. Give me
For the
a
people
number.
just listening, I shook my head no. I would like to put stuffed animal at a 0. I just
That's
don't
absurd.
know. I don't know how to give you stuff that's like... It's just as much my fault. I'm just as bad at giving you numbers as you are bad at guessing.
Do we just give up? No, we gotta get it.
You said place earlier.
Give me one hint.
It's not... Okay. You use it every day. Every day.
Shampoo.
You wash your hair every day?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. I wash my hair every day too.
Yeah.
Some people say you're not supposed to, but it just feels so squeaky clean.
I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Shampoo is
Because then
0.
your hair just gets greasy. 0.
I just don't think
Air fryer.
I'll give it like a 3.
Okay.
Because it's...
Okay.
Think
Food.
bigger.
Car. No way. Let's go. Come on.
Air fryer to car. Was it the think bigger?
Probably.
Earlier I tried to give you a sneaky little hint, but you
I
didn't
definitely
get
spiked
it.
so hard right there.
Oh, I spiked this whole time, I think.
Good,
Earlier I said I don't know how to steer you in the right direction. I thought maybe you'd
that's
catch
funny.
it, but
No, I did not catch that.
we weren't close enough to the numbers.
No.
How would you have rated those other things? Would you have, like, what numbers would you, like, if say I asked candle,
I don't know how they do this game so well.
Would you have said, like, 8 for a candle? What would you have said?
Probably like an 8 or a 10.
Would you actually?
Because it's just not close.
My bad.
No, it doesn't matter.
This is a little bit different.
I mean, just as close as a 0.
This is a little bit different than the online contexto because the bigger numbers are wrong.
Yeah, it's like
I
in
started
40,000 or something like that.
My first guess was like 800 something, and then my second guess was like 34,000, and I was like, dang.
34,000.
And they were like related. Like my first one was like turtle, and then the second one was like, I don't know, lizard. Obviously, those are very common guesses for me. Didn't work.
Oh, shoot.
Wild.
So what else is coming up in our lives? Tour starting in 3 weeks now?
Is it actually 3 weeks?
January 22nd. Our tour starts on the 8th.
That is just wild.
It's 2 weeks and 3 days. That's insane, actually. I actually didn't realize it was that close.
I didn't either.
We have 17 days
It doesn't feel like the end of January to me.
When Kara said that in the chat today, she's like 17 days until game day. I thought she meant work days. She didn't. It's
Just days in
17
general?
days. Yeah.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
As for today events for me, I'm gonna rewatch part of Ted Lasso.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
That thing we were talking about earlier, I just can't get behind any other show right now.
That's fair.
And I've tried.
Yeah.
I've tried very hard, but I was just like, every time I start a new show, I just think about how it's not Ted Lasso.
That's fair.
Yeah. So I finally broke back into my dad's Apple TV account.
Good.
It sends him a code, and I texted him 2 nights ago. I was like, hey man, I know he was awake. It was like 10 o'clock.
Hey, man.
He was up. I was like, hey, man, can you like send me that code? And no response. Nothing. 12 hours later, he sends me the code. And I was like, this is useless. I can't use this anymore. And so I asked for it again. He waits hours. He sends it to me. I was like, hey, man, guess what? Close the app. Can't use it anymore. Finally, I get it. And then I went to Goodwill, so I couldn't even use it right away. Well,
hey, Dad, send me this code.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it.
Fair enough.
I had already... Oh, I tried out my noise... I have noise-canceling headphones. Sony.
Yeah, you just got them.
Just got them. And I was like, I would love to try these when I'm doing something loud, because if I'm on the phone with them, it's supposed to block it out. So when I was vacuuming my house yesterday for fleas... I should tell that story.
Did it work? Yeah, you probably should.
I was on the phone with my mom, and I was like, can you hear that? And she goes, hear what? And the vacuum was on, like full blast. And I was like, that's crazy.
Really?
It was very impressive.
That is impressive.
I don't know how
does that
works.
work?
I don't know.
Because the mic's on your ear. It's picking up your voice.
There's some sort of like, I read the scientific solution they had for it and like how it works, and I just don't understand it. It like, because sometimes when you put on sound canceling headphones, you can hear, like you can feel the pressure change.
Yeah.
Over your ear.
Yeah.
Part of it is that. I don't really know how it works. I need to look at...
It actually really drives me nuts whenever I can feel the pressure change.
I don't like that either.
I usually turn it off, the mute after a while, because I don't like the pressure.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's so... I wish that my brain was as quiet as my headphones are. It's so nice. I sat in my room the other day.
My brain was as quiet as my headphones are.
No, it's so nice. I was sitting in my room the other day finishing up my Lego roller coaster. And I could just like hear my house. I was aware of the volume of the air. And it was so annoying.
What does that even mean?
And so you can like hear, rooms have like an ambient noise.
Your ears have an ambient noise. Like a ringing?
No. Well, sometimes I get that too, but no, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like, you're sitting in a room, like if we were quiet right now, here, just everyone, like you can hear the room. No?
I hear the candle.
I don't hear the candle, but I hear the
What's that even mean?
You can hear it's like, okay, it's like you film something, right?
Yeah.
You're holding your camera,
yeah,
and you're like, oh yeah, I'm filming, and you're not, what the heck was that?
That was one of our cameras. That's not good.
No. All right, pause. Okay, I just looked it up. Yeah. So, okay, well, this says silence is the absence of sound, but researchers prove we hear the sound of silence. This is a YouTube title, so I'm not really sure.
But theoretically, wouldn't you hear the sound of silence with the headphones on?
Well, it's like it's the lack of the room ambience, one of the two. It's like I was sitting in my room, and I was building Legos. You know, the little clickety clackety of the bricks. Yeah, it's very ASMR-esque.
Right.
But then I was just like, my house is loud. And there was no like the washer wasn't running, nothing like that. It was just
creaking.
No.
It
was the air.
I think you're going crazy.
No.
I think you're mentally insane.
No,
That's
always
what I've
like
concluded.
Even if we're in this room, if we stop talking.
Okay, stop talking.
You just hear the. No?
No, I don't hear anything.
All right. Well,
the air's not whispering to me.
Basically,
is it saying something to you? Is it talking?
Yeah, it's
to you?
saying, Caitlin, put on your noise canceling headphones. But I put them on and I was like, man, this is just so.
That's insane.
Nice and quiet and cozy, and I'd wear them everywhere. If I almost wore them to Taylor Swift night at the club, but
that would have been so funny.
I chose not to because of the reactions that I got when I told people that I might do it. But I had them in Melissa's car.
You should have done that. That would have been a really funny TikTok.
Next time you guys want to kidnap me and drag me out somewhere, I will have them handy. And then
that's really funny.
you can test the theory yourself. Like sit in your car, maybe not your car. It seems dangerous to have your ears covered in a car.
I do, but it's like, it's not the sound. It's just like you can't hear anything when you have them on. I get, it's like a weird sensation whenever you can't hear stuff, and like if you're driving, for instance, and you have soundproof headphones on, it's like, man, I can't hear anything. Like the road, I can't hear the wind outside.
Have you done it?
Anything. No. Oh. But like, well, yeah, I have. I've done it with the AirPods where I do it, like I'm on the phone or something like that, and I accidentally do it really fast, and it's like, well, this is kind of a weird sensation, and then I just took it back off. But.
See, like it doesn't block out. Like when I was in my house, which like there were no other just air noise,
right?
But like you can still hear, it's just muffled.
Yeah.
So it's never fully gone.
Yeah.
But the first time I put mine on, Yvonne was talking to the right of me, and it sounded like he was behind me because of the way it was coming into my headphones.
Oh, that's weird.
It was so weird. I was
Yeah.
like, that is odd.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
it's just like it muffles things. And I was
Right.
just thinking, man, if I was in like a crowded club or something, this would be so relaxing.
I do know what that. Yeah, I understand that. That's like putting like the little
It's like when
foamies
you-
in your ears.
When you step out of like a loud place, so like if you're like in a club or whatever, you
Yeah.
step out and it's just so nice.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. If I'm in
Yeah.
a
I
quiet
agree with
room
that.
and then I put those on, that is the sensation that it feels like.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's insane.
So anyway, we're trying this new thing where we shorten our episodes a little
A
bit.
little bit. 45 minutes. I think that's pretty good.
It's a
an
solid.
episode.
Let us know what you think.
Next
let us know
episode,
if you.
maybe not next episode. We're gonna have guests on soon. Right now, it's kind of crazy with like the season starting and everything. Like, Coach Gillum wants to be on.
We have a wait list.
Who else wants to be on?
Not Yvonne.
Not Yvonne. We don't want Yvonne on until we make it. Then he's gonna ask
Until
us. Then
he
we're gonna be like, no.
begs us to be
Then we're
on.
gonna be like, no, we've made it. Sorry.
Sorry, man.
Like-
He goes on rain delay and not us.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Lame.
It's alright. That'd be a cool collab if they ever wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Like they come on ours or we come on theirs.
That would be kind of fun.
That'd be fun.
I need to listen to theirs.
I need to listen to it a
I've
little bit more
been
too.
meaning to.
I've listened to a couple of the episodes.
You like it?
I do. It's fun because they sometimes talk about tour and stuff, so it's like reliving it in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think once tour starts, we should take this on the road whenever we're working the same trips, and then just have guests on whenever we're not working the same trip.
Oh, I keep forgetting that we're going to get split up for something.
Are you on the first trip?
Tampa?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everyone is. Are
I'm
we
not.
not? What?
I know. I had the first trip off.
You're not even doing the first games?
No.
That's crazy.
It just happened to work out where I just you bro and Yvonne are going with a couple. I think the intern. No, they're not. They're both staying back too. It's just you three.
Wow, the original gang.
I know.
Are you going to miss us?
Yeah. Amelia's off too, so I think we're gonna go on a little trip maybe.
Oh, that's fun.
Like
yeah.
go up to like the mountains and do some camping.
There's a few things I've noticed where I'm just like, oh wow, I have like these, because I'm not going to California, I don't think.
You already know that?
Huh?
You already know that?
I think it's in our schedule now. I don't
Is
know
it?
if it's like, I don't know if it's confirmed,
That makes sense.
but I don't think I'm going to California right now.
Yeah.
And so like if that's the case, I mean,
That would be a nice little stretch.
it's a nice little stretch. I'll probably at that point need to catch up on some things because
Right.
I just know me.
Fair enough.
Hopefully that's not the case. But there's a few things where I was just like, I didn't take off anything last year,
Right.
and I want to like
Oh yeah, it is in there. It's
a
in
better
there
balance
now.
this year. Isn't that crazy?
It was not in there the other day.
No, I think it was just
I
updated.
am going to California.
We're not. I don't know how many things we're actually on together.
Who's Chris Sachi? Yvonne Trezak. We only have 2 videographers going though currently.
Oh really?
Who's IK? Oh no, we don't. That's I'm still learning initials.
No, me too. I was looking at it earlier and I was like, who the heck
Yeah,
is that?
yeah.
Because I don't know last
So
names
are we gonna
yet.
vlog? Are you gonna start a vlog?
Yeah.
If you start one, I'll start. I'll keep mine going again this year, and then we'll just like make sure that we
Off
post.
the 2 that you had last year.
Yeah, I
Was
said
it
last
2?
year. Last tour I was gonna vlog the tour,
Yeah.
and I had two vlogs. I vlogged Yosemite, which was not part of tour, and then I
It's a
vlogged.
good vlog though.
Thank you.
We watched it at Amelia's house.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
appreciate it. And then I had the like day in the life of a bananas intern vlog, which did really well. I got like 1,200 views or something like that on YouTube. But that one was my favorite one of Birmingham.
I'm gonna do one. Here's my joke.
Mm-hmm.
You guys will hear it before everybody. It's not even that funny. I was just thinking, how am I gonna start a little office vlog?
Uh-huh.
And I was just thinking like going through the desks, and I think all of mine's gonna be like voiceover.
Yeah.
So I'll just film during the day and
Yeah.
then voiceover because I like those kind of things, and they're like
That
quick.
make it easy too. They like
Makes it
get back
easy.
to the hotel room, spend 30 minutes on it.
Exactly. But I'm gonna go by the desk. I'll be like, this is my friend's Ian's desk and Chris
Oh,
Sachi
I'd be honored
and
to be in it.
my friend whatever, and then I'm gonna go, this is my coworker Yvonne.
Uh-huh.
And then he doesn't get friend status because he told me that we weren't
It's true.
friends outside of work.
Yeah, it's
But
tough.
we see movies together sometimes, so I feel like what does that make us?
It's tough. One day he's gonna be like asking for our autographs, and then we'll be like, sorry.
You think one day he's gonna call me a friend?
Once you make it, but which then makes it like whenever
I don't know how I'm
whenever you
gonna-
make it, he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm friends with her, and
How
you're gonna be
am
like, no, sorry, we're not because you said we weren't.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about that.
I don't know either. That'll be a great feeling though when it happens. Because
Or
you're
I'll
gonna be
just-
like, no, are we? Sorry,
Yeah, what?
sorry. I met the Nelk boys the other day.
I don't even know who they are. I don't even know who they are.
We just like I was sitting in the office at 9:30, and I get a text from my friend. He's like, "Hey, Nelk Boys are in Savannah." I'm like, "Oh, no way. Where at?" And they sent me the Instagram story that Kyle put up. And it's like, oh, 6 minutes from the office at 4:30. Like, that's 30 minutes before I get off. Like, that's perfect. Asked Kara, I was like, "Hey, can we go, Sachi and I go meet the Nelk Boys?" She's like, "Sure, if you get a ball signed." And I was like, "All right, bet." So we went. We got one of our Savannah banana balls signed. Now it's sitting on my desk.
Oh, is it actually?
I forgot to get Kyle to sign it because I got distracted. We started talking, and then I didn't ask him to sign it. But Celine.
See, when you guys said you were going to go meet them, I was like, it's weird that they got them to come to the stadium because I thought you were going to the stadium, and then you sent the picture in the group, and I was like, that is not Grayson.
No, I was at a beer store, but...
Yeah, because Sachi brought the case of beer, and it had their signature on it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know he got his case signed.
I don't think he knew because
nice.
Melissa was like, "Oh, you got that signed?" He goes, "Oh, I can't throw it away now." I don't know if he was aware.
He's the one that had them sign it if he got it signed.
You'll have to take it up with him. I'm not sure. Anyway, now we're slightly over 45, but that's okay. This is a work in progress. We're trying to cut back.
We are.
Just a little bit.
But we'll see you guys next week, potentially with a guest. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, welcome to this was week 4.
I was going to ask you
Weekly edits from here. Weekly podcast from here on out. We promise. We had vacation. Neither one of us were here in Savannah, so we couldn't film. We're back on the grind.
Thanks for hearing us out. Should that be an outro? Is that weird?
No.
To have an actual outro?
Thanks for hearing us out. See you.
See ya.